Bad Habit, Shop Hush, coming through, saving coins. Hi guys! I am T with Jackie P. I film videos every week. I film makeup videos, DIYs, first impressions. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, and we will be friends in 2018 and for years to come. So I am up close and personal in this camera today, only because I want you guys to see this makeup. Today I am testing out two eyeshadow palettes. One I have already tested out, the other one is the dupe for the expensive brand, and I want to see how they perform against each other, and honestly, I am impressed. You guys want to see how I got this makeup look and what I think about the dupe palette and how it performs against the expensive palette. Keep watching and we will just get started. Today I'm going to test out the makeup, like I said, so we'll see if these come out similar. And I have my Anastasia Prism palette, which I've obviously put my finger in and have used because I've done a video. And then my Bad Habit Aura palette, which I have not used yet because I've been waiting for this video. So I will just say this eye will be the Aura palette and then this eye will be the Prism palette. Hopefully I remember that throughout this video. So I needed this shadow switcher because I'm going to be using the same brushes, but I want to make sure that all the product is off the brush so we get a very fair and equal look at the shadows. I really honestly don't know what look I'm going for today, but I think I'm just gonna go with what I normally kind of do with the Prism palette, and then we'll just go from there. I have hair everywhere, I'm shedding like an animal. So I'm going to start with my Prism palette. I'm just going to go in with the color Allure, and this is one of my favorite colors to use. It is just like a mauvey brown color. And I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M433, use code Jackie for a discount. I'm just kidding, I don't have a code. I have to remember what I'm gonna use because I literally almost just started. I always start on this eye and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go in with Lure and just define my eye a little bit. Now I'm going to switch the shade. These shadow switchers are like a lifesaver. I'm gonna go in with the color Haze. If you can tell, they are in different order, but they look very similar. So the color Haze in the Bad Habit palette, and it is that same. Wow, that is seriously, I say this in every video, I barely dipped my brush in that and it just like picked up a lot of shadow and just went everywhere. So we'll just and honestly, this is blending out so nice. Like, I almost prefer it over the Anastasia palette. They are essentially literally the same color. Like, if you can see, I don't really see a huge difference. This one might be a little bit deeper than this one, but other than that, they're basically the same. I'm gonna go in with the color Eden, and it is just this like salmon pink color. It's more like orangey and pink, and then I'm just going to kind of, oh, I almost went on the wrong eye again. I'm gonna go and do the outer corner and kind of go into the crease area, but I don't want to go over the mauve color. And then in my Aura Bad Habit palette, I'm going to go in with the color Awakening here, and it is that same orangey pink color, and again, it picks up a lot of product and I barely tapped my brush in there. That looks pretty good, very similar. This Aura palette is definitely performing really well so far, and I find it a lot easier to blend the colors, which is weird. I'm gonna put glitter primer on both eyelids. This is just the Too Faced glitter glue. You can use eyelash glue or whatever glitter primer you like. So now I'm going to go in with the color Dimension in my Anastasia palette, It is like this silver blue purpley color. It's hard to describe. And I'm just gonna go over my eyelid with that color. That looks good. So now I'm gonna go in with my Aura palette, and I'm gonna use my finger again, and I color switch so there's no color on my finger. And I'm gonna go in with the color Ethereal, which is essentially the same color. The one thing I will say is that looking at these palettes, the duochrome or the duo shift colors in the Prism palette definitely aren't as shifty as they should be in this palette. So you might get a little bit of a different look with the glitters in this palette. I do notice that the color Throne in the Prism palette is a blue-green, whereas this is essentially just an emerald green color in this palette. But so this one right here has more of a silver reflective look in it, whereas the one on the Prism palette has pink sparkles in it and is a little bit deeper. This is more of a metallic. I don't know if you can tell the difference in the camera. You can't really tell, but when you look at it straight on, I can definitely tell that the Prism one is darker and has more pink reflectives, whereas this is just like a silver blue metallic shadow. But when you're doing this, you wouldn't be doing your makeup with two different palettes, so I don't see anything wrong, but that is a big difference in this palette, I feel like. Now I'm going to go in with my Luxie Precision Shader. It's the hardest word to say. I'm gonna go in with the color Parallel, which is just a chocolate brown color. Put that on the outer corner. I'm going to go in with the color Obsidian. It's just the black color, and lightly dip into that so I don't ruin the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to kind of pack that on the outer corner. Now we will go in with the color Vibe in the Aura palette, and it is the same chocolate brown color. And we'll just do that on the outer corner. This dark brown color is not as dark as the Prism palette for sure. You definitely have to blend it a lot more. And then I will go in with the color Immortal, which is the dark black color in here. That was really pigmented. And this black color definitely needs to be built up as well. I'm gonna go in with my Laura Geller Inkredible, and I'm just gonna line my eyes. And I'm just going in with a brown shade. I'm doing it on both eyes. And I will go do my eyeliner and my mascara, and we'll be back and we will take a look at the eyeshadow and see what y'all think. My eyeliner is so thick on this eye. I don't know what happened, but whatever. We'll just cover it up with my hair. This is the final makeup look. I think they look really, really similar and identical, honestly. I think that some of the colors, oddly enough, blended out a lot easier on the dupe side, but you had to blend a lot more to get the same pigmentation as the Prism palette. So I definitely think that the Prism palette was more pigmented in that aspect, but the other colors were easier to blend in the dupe one, which I don't get if that makes sense or not. Also, the metallic shades do have a slight difference in them, but honestly, if somebody is looking at your eyeshadow and you tell them it's the Prism palette, I honestly don't think that they are gonna look at it and be like, there are no pink sparkles in there, girl, you lying. So if we also look at these palettes side by side, if I can get them, they look identical almost, pretty much. I mean, my fingers have been smushed in all of them, but the colors are very similar. And I think that if you are trying to save some money and can't afford the Prism palette and don't really want to spend money on like name brand things, but you kind of want the palette or just a good eyeshadow palette in general, Again, the Bad Habit palettes are amazing, even though I have the Prism palette. So now that I've tested both of the palettes, I would definitely say that it is definitely a good investment for you to buy the Prism palette, yes, but I do understand that not everybody has the money to buy that, and so this palette definitely performs just as well. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching and making 2018 awesome. So I will see you in my next video. Thanks, bye. I'm gonna get back to food because my friend wants me to film more food video, which I've obviously plopped. Ooh. And I have hair everywhere. Don't judge me for my eyeliner.